chairman of the Regional West Health Services Board of Directors is acknowledging financial challenges presented by billing problems tied to the new electronic medical record system at Regional West, but says a downgrading of the hospital's bonds does not mean the facility is in danger of closing. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Regional West bond rating has dropped twice in the past 12 months, in part to delays in receiving revenues and a major disruption with the hospital's electronic medical record system. KNEB News Director Scott Miller sat down with Regional West Health Services Board Chairman Hod Kosman last week to talk about the changes and the current state of the hospital.
Fitch Ratings of New York issued 2 downgrades last year to the Regional West 2016A series of bonds, once in August and again in December, citing disruptions from the recent electronic medical record implementation. In an interview Thursday, Board Chair Hod Kosman told us the billing side of the new system has caused some challenges for the hospital's business cycle.
When you can't put a bill out and you bill on gross charges $50 to $60 million a month, it creates huge issues. We have since found out that we are certainly not the only hospital across the country with this system that has had the same problem. And we are working now with the highest echelons of the EMR provider to complete the fix that we started a year ago.
According to Fitch, the situation with the billing cycle led to a 63% decline in unrestricted cash reserves and investments at the end of the first 9 months of fiscal 2019 compared to fiscal 2017 levels, and says the losses are primarily in the physician's clinic. However, Kosman explained when a hospital owns such a physician's clinic, it almost always shows a loss.
Because many of the ancillary processes that were done by physicians are actually billed through the hospital, and so those values end up on the hospital side rather than the physician's clinic side.
While hospital administration is working with the EMR provider to correct the billing issues, Kosman tells us the other side of the system that allows sharing of information across different units of the hospital has been a great addition.
The ones that the physicians use actually came through quite well. And there's always a learning process, but it is working quite well and leading to many good things between the relationship between the hospital, the physicians, and the patients that they serve.
Kosman notes the Fitch review did say the budget and operations picture could be much improved this year, and he's optimistic as well, with 20 new critical care beds coming online, 19 new physicians and providers in the physician's clinic last year, and another 10 more committed this year. And he says the billing side of the electronic medical record system is improving, and he believes at some point in the near future it should be running correctly as well.
And when that happens, when we can go back to normal, this is a very viable, successful hospital and medical center is truly what we are.
Reporting for KNEB.TV, I'm Scott Miller.
Kosman reiterated that Regional West is committed to working to resolve the outstanding issues and remains committed to the region to provide quality and caring healthcare services. Well, the trial for a man charged with first-degree murder stemming from a 2018 stabbing in Fort Laramie, Wyoming, began this morning in Goshen County District Court. 28-year-old Jamie Snyder is charged with the May 24, 2018 stabbing death of Wade Ershebek. Goshen County authorities say the stabbing was the result of a dispute over a stolen vehicle title. Snyder maintains that he stabbed Ershebek in self-defense. Court records show that up to 28 people have been subpoenaed to take the stand and testify during the 5-day trial. Defense attorney Jonathan Foreman has indicated that he may introduce evidence of an affirmative defense of sudden heat of passion pursuant to their theory of voluntary manslaughter. Snyder could be facing life in prison if convicted at the end of the jury trial, as prosecutors have stated they are not seeking the death penalty in this case. And sticking with the courts, as a 40-year-old Scottsbluff man caught with a large amount of methamphetamine has been sentenced on his conviction of possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver. Brian Ross was sentenced this morning in Scottsbluff County District Court to 4 to 6 years in prison on the Class 2 felony by District Judge Andrea Miller. Ross was arrested in June after investigators found nearly 33 grams of methamphetamine inside his SUV, and he was initially charged with a Class 1C felony of possession of methamphetamine between 28 and 139 grams, but during his December pretrial hearing, pleaded no contest to the amended charge. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your full week forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
At Compliments for you and your home, we're not ready to take down Christmas decor quite yet. Stop in and pick up great Christmas decor at great prices, with all Christmas items 30% off. And remember, Compliments has ladies' fashions that appeal to all ages and sizes. Be sure to look through our clearance racks for last chance bargains. Compliments for you and your home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
The Peking Acrobats take the stage on Tuesday, February 11th at the Midwest Theater as they perform daring maneuvers atop a precarious pagoda of chairs. They push the limits of human ability, defying gravity with amazing displays of contortion, flexibility, and control while creating an exuberant family night of entertainment with the festive feel of a Chinese carnival. Tickets available at MidwestTheater.com or call 632-4311. Get your tickets today for the Peking Acrobats Tuesday, February 11th at the Midwest Theater, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Not much going on tonight across the region. Going to be dealing with 26 or so through the evening hours, down into the teens overnight. It's going to be a cold night. We do know that. But outside of that, really not much going on most of the next 7 days. It's going to be cold tonight, breezy to windy at times throughout the next 7 days, but really no big storm system coming, and temps are going to fluctuate up and down just a little bit. 34 yesterday. We were certainly below that normal of 43. And nothing in the rain gauge, right about normal for the month. Still in quite a deficit for the year. It's 15 right now in Laramie, 24 down in Denver where they've got some snow, 39 in Hayes, 38 Hastings, 28 up in Sioux Falls. As we zoom in closer to home, you'll see 30 in Sidney, 28 up in Gordon, 34 right now in Mullen, 29 over in Torrington. Winds have been up 10 to 20, 20 to 25 at times this afternoon. Those winds are still there, dropping those wind chills into the single digits and teens. That wind kind of cuts through you today and feels pretty raw. The good news is the winds are going to go down for this evening, only to come back again tomorrow. Sunny skies getting on the bus at 11 and on the way home, sunny and 41. So not much going on there on our bus stop forecast. So we do have a few snow showers in the Sandhills. Those will push out real quickly and out of the region, clearing skies then overnight. Any clouds in our area will quickly disappear and be left with clear skies overnight. Cold though, single digits for lows, 5 to 10 in eastern Wyoming, 10 to 15 here for most of us in western Nebraska, closer to 20 up in the Sandhills. Then for tomorrow, we start the day with sunshine, and we're going to end the day with sunshine as well before we get dark. And then maybe a couple of clouds after dark tomorrow. But it's going to be windy again, at least breezy. There comes some clouds in late tomorrow night. But unfortunately, again, the breezes are going to be with us tomorrow. So although highs are going to be maybe a degree or two warmer today than where they were today, those winds are going to make it feel cold as well. Not much coming in the way of snow for anybody. It's going to be minimal, if any, snow out there across the region. Let's take a look at our forecast then for tonight. 10 overnight for a low with some evening clouds, clearing overnight. Winds are coming down, only to come back tomorrow. Will be breezy again, but sunny, 42-year high, 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. I think will be just a touch windier actually on Wednesday. Highs back into the upper 30s. Will be in the mid 30s on Thursday. Then right now, Friday, looks like we're going to rebound for Valentine's Day. How about mid 50s? Back down to near 40 on Saturday. Mid 50s again on Sunday. Back into the mid 40s on Monday. So up and down we go. And other than maybe a few flurries, we don't see much in the way of any precip over the next 7 days.
At ALLO, one of the core values I see every day is local. We truly believe in being local, sponsoring local events, giving back to the communities that we're a part of.
ALLO's making a difference in the communities that they're in by providing a service that's a lifeline for everybody in their everyday lives. Whether it be personal, school, professional, we provide the best service possible and most reliable service possible.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away, and work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
Twin Cities Development has a great opportunity for food entrepreneurs and small businesses with newly remodeled and permitted commercial kitchen and office spaces available. You can do catering, packaging, processing, and recipe or product development with several rental options available. Call Twin Cities Development Association at 632-2833 for pricing and more information. The kitchen is located at Northfield Apartments in Gering, where 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are also available. Don't wait, call today.
Welcome back. A 50-year-old Gering man has been arrested and is accused of providing drugs and alcohol to minors at a house party back in December. David Samayoa Sr. is charged with 6 counts of intentional child abuse with no injury, with each count being a Class 3A felony. Gering police say Samayoa was documented providing cocaine and alcohol to juveniles at a party at his house. Samayoa has denied the allegations, but did state that he could lose his life over this and that he was going to change. Bond has been set at $150,000 at 10%. He'll be back in court on Thursday for his preliminary hearing. Well, Nebraska lawmakers who want to minimize partisanship when they redraw the state's political boundaries will make one final push to change the process before it begins anew next year, but creating an independent commission to guide their work appears to be a lost cause. Barring any changes, the process that's set to begin in the 2021 legislative session will follow the same rules that led to a bitter struggle between Republicans and Democrats during the last redistricting in 2011. Several proposals to create an independent commission to draw legislative, congressional, and other districts have stalled, including one vetoed by Republican Governor Pete Ricketts. And all the bridges that were damaged during last spring's massive flooding in Nebraska have now been reopened. The Nebraska Department of Transportation said that the Nebraska 13 bridge near Hadar in northeast Nebraska reopened on Friday. The bridge was the final one of 27 bridges damaged during last spring's flooding to reopen. The flooding last March caused the closure of 3,300 miles of highway in Nebraska as well. Well, straight ahead, it was a busy weekend of high school basketball here at KNEB. Chris Cottrell will have all the highlights right after this in sports.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Winter storms can be very dangerous this time of year. If heavy snow and ice bring down power lines, stay clear of them and warn others to do the same. A downed power line doesn't have to be arcing, sparking, or smoking to be live and deadly. Also call the authorities and your local utility provider immediately. If you do lose power, stay inside, dress warmly, and keep a close eye out for infants and the elderly. So make sure to take extra precautions this winter season. Brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy provider, the power of human connections.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
We've got action tonight for the Cougars. It's the heart of the high school wrestling season, and some basketball highlights today from the TV Sports Desk. First up, Monday night basketball for both Cougar teams on the road. They play those makeup games at EWC. The Cougar women got their 19th straight win this past Friday on the road at McCook as they got to 21-1 now on the year. Still ranked number 3 in the country, trying for 20 straight wins this evening. As for the Cougar men, a chance to win their 6th straight game. They were able to scratch out another close one on Friday at McCook as they've now got their record at 16-17. Chuck's got tonight's games on KOZY and streaming online. We'll get started with pregame at 5:15. Let's stay with the hardwood and get to our highlights from our KNEB.TV games from this past weekend. Scottsbluff girls and boys each with one huge game apiece. We'll start on Friday for the Bearcat boys as they hosted rival Alliance. It was a showdown of top 10 teams in Class B. The Bearcats got off to the fast start thanks to 9 first-quarter points from Josiah Diolis. They led 13-3 at the end of the first quarter. Would have been easy for Alliance to kind of go quietly into the night, but that would not be the case in this one. Their senior All-State candidate, Joel Baker, got cooking in the second quarter, connected on 3 threes. He'd score 11 of his 14 first-half points in that second quarter. Just a 1-point game at the break. Scottsbluff led 21-20. Third quarter, more from Baker with a couple more of those long-range threes, and the Bulldogs able to stay close. Diolis, though, for the Bearcats, kept his big game up as he scored 14 of his game-high 31 in that third quarter. Nice mixture of outside shooting and his patented rim drives accounting for most of the damage. In the fourth quarter, Scottsbluff tightened the screws defensively and held Alliance to just 8 points, and Scottsbluff able to survive at home for a 56-47 win. They beat Sidney 82-38 on Saturday night to improve to 19-2 so far this season. The Scottsbluff girls, they rolled Friday, put the running clock on Alliance in an 81-33 win. That set up a huge home game on Saturday against Sidney. Lady Raiders came in 4th in power points. Scottsbluff was 5th. A key game for sub-district hosting purposes. Sidney got the fast start in this one on the road, leading 24-11 at the end of the first quarter. They had the inside-out combo of Carly Sylvester and Nicole Berner working. Berner hit a pair of early threes. She scored 12 in that first quarter. Sylvester went to work in the post, scoring 4 of her 6 early points at the free throw line. Scottsbluff hit some early trays to stay in it, 1 each from Yada Garcia, Aubrey Krentz, and Mariah Avila. Those 3 had all 22 points for Scottsbluff at halftime as they trailed by 15. Sidney able to hold on and get the road win 60-49, but along the way, they showed some chinks in their armor. Sidney really struggled against the full court press in the second half, continually giving Scottsbluff chances to stay in the game. And then in the fourth quarter, had Sidney down for just 5 of 20 shooting at the free throw line. All that said, a road win over a district foe this time of year, all that matters if you're Sidney, and they're now in the driver's seat to host that sub-district tournament. And in wrestling over the weekend, it was Gering finishing 4th at the state dual tournament that was held in Kearney. They went 1-2 in duels. Did have 5 kids that went 3-0 throughout the day. How about that B4 district meet coming up this weekend? Big tournament being held at WNCC's Cougar Palace on Friday and Saturday for that 12-team field. Scottsbluff, Gering, Alliance, Sidney, and Chadron all involved. That is the latest today from right here at the First National Bank TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan back with an update on the community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for 2. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
There's a place where folks still play with fire. The common ground between backyard barbecue heroes and professional chefs. This is where friendships are forged, fire and flavor come together, and new techniques are perfected. Here in Big Green Egg Country, cooking is still treated as an art form. And since the most versatile grill you'll ever own comes with a lifetime warranty, you'll always have the ultimate cooking experience.
Visit the experts at Paul Reed Construction, your authorized Big Green Egg dealer.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, it was a busy weekend out at the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds as the 35th annual KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo is now officially in the books. On Friday and Saturday, 90 exhibitors from 5 states convened to Mitchell to showcase their offerings to thousands of local residents. Each year, the show has something for everybody, whether it be heavy-duty equipment, vehicles, banking services, seeds, or anything for your farm and ranch. For some, the Expo is the perfect venue to showcase why their products are a necessity. For instance, Travis Erdman with Heritage Irrigation Services literally reinvented the wheel. His logic wheel is a creation of his own mind and replaces the traditional wheel on a pivot with a heavy-duty metal wheel that is better than the competition.
It is going to be a no flat, so you don't have to worry about flat tires. You don't have to worry about rolling tires in and out of a field. No maintenance, you don't have to air it up, you don't have to take care of it. And then the biggest benefit is it won't get stuck. I mean, it virtually will go through anything. So, and then added benefit on top of that is if it does get stuck, there are inserts you can put in to get itself unstuck. So you don't have to go out there and dig or get a tractor in the field and knock down crop to get the pivot unstuck.
And now that the Farm and Ranch Expo is in the books, preparations are underway for KNEB's Oregon Trail Days concert. We'll be announcing this year's headliner on Friday. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.